I know my mic muted right now, bro. I wasn't really talking. I'm just marking up the charts and shit like that. I'm not pressing a button today. I'm just chilling, just observing price. But I am bearish though. I am bearish. We got the SMT at the highs. At the highs, as you can see, my target is probably this low here, Asia low, or maybe this low here, low hanging fruit objective. I would have looking at it right now. So it's only 9:46. We got 4 minutes to the macro, so I'm just chilling, just watching. See what they want to do here. Looks like we got a change in the state of delivery right here. We just inverse this fair value gap here as well. So I'm bearish for sure. They may want to take this higher. I was bearish, but from the open, because this, to me, this like a balanced price range. I would consider this a balanced price range. We got the change in the state right here. So we're just gonna wait and see where they want to take this. Like I said, I was bearish at first, but I mean, this doesn't look like a bad draw, but like, that's a lot of ways to get there. It can definitely get there, but today Friday, so we'll have to see what what ES wants to do right here. We do got a change in the state right here, so we swept the liquidity here. All right, we didn't take this low, but we took out this low here, right? We ran the low, we ran this low with this candle here, consecutive down close candles. This becomes your order block right here, or your change in the state, whatever you want to call it, same thing. We got a balanced price range here. If I go to the 1 minute, you'll see the BPR right here, so I'll mark it out. BPR, change in the state. So we will see chat, where they want to take this thing. We're below the midnight opening, so we do have like smooth highs right here as well. If you can see, you see the midnight open here, and you see this high here and this high here. So that could be a draw, a short-term draw on liquidity. And then the London highs are all the way up here. So they want to take this thing higher. You know, I can see it happening now, I guess. I was bearish at first due to this 5 minute change in the state. But you see they just ran the stops here and took it higher. So most likely everybody was probably thinking bearish just like me. So today I would consider like TGIF setup. And then we got the London highs here. And the consequent encroachment is up here somewhere. Give me 1 second. Yep, consequent encroachment of the opening range gap is here. We're inside the macro, so we'll see if the macro will hunt this liquidity here and then get up to this liquidity. If not, we'll just keep observing and see what they want to do with it. But yeah, the London high right there. Yep, this is the London high, smooth highs right there. So we will see chat. We'll see this S&T kind of still holding, I would say. Yeah, S&T still holding, so we'll have to wait and see what they want to do with it, chat. Robert, what's up, bro? Happy trading, my boy. Yes, sir. I'm not gonna press the button today. I'm just observing. Trying to get back into the swing of things and back into streaming and shit like that. Haven't sparked up a stream in a minute. Thought I'd just do it today. So we'll see. I got to figure out how to pull up my my YouTube chat right here. I got to figure this out. I've been away for a little minute. Let's see what they want to do with it. Hey, Austin, you still train Top Step, bro? So if price respects this, I'll look at this as a huge breakaway gap. I doubt it though. But we'll have to just wait and see what they want to do with it. Okay, I'm expecting speed above this here. So we got another change in the state. I'm expecting speed above this. So if I were to look at this type of scenario, I would be long here. I would do this. Well, it's 9:55. Yeah, that's part of my trading plan. I would be long here, and I would target that there. The midnight open, just to see if he can get there. We're inside the macro, so I would expect for us to trade higher from this order block right here. Order block, changing the state of delivery, same thing. So let's see. I want to see speed above here as well too. So I want to see speed. We're inside the macro. I'll mark the macro out for you guys. 1 second. 950, 1010. Just like that. Just like that, chat. Autumn. Yep. This is how I would take the trade, just like this. So my entry would have most likely been right here, just like that. Stop loss there. And this is a cool one. That's solid though. Little scalp. Don't need nothing too crazy on a Friday, you know. Nah, my phone too small. All right, got you. We also are in a premium. So let me go to the 5 minute. Let me look to see if I can find like a, okay, so if we take this range right here, if we take this range from high to low, right? High to low, this gap right here is like, okay, this gap actually here. The midpoint of this gap, We'll have to wait and see. Because if I take the range from high to low, not mark it out as a premium discount, and this is the equilibrium, this gap will be the equilibrium, but we'll see. So this would have been my entry. I'm being realistic. I would have waited to the closure. Sometimes I wait for the retracement back into the order block or the change in the state, whatever you want to call it. But you know, we're inside the macro, so I'm not really expecting a crazy pullback. You know what I mean? I'm expecting price to just run. So this would be my first TP. If I was taking this trade now, this would be my first TP, and this would probably be my second TP, and that'll be it for me. I'll call it a day, low key. If I was in this trade right now, I would call it a day. That would be a 1 to 9. That's more than enough right there. I'd like to see SMTs at the low. If I was really gonna take this trade though, I would want to see an SMT at the lows, but it looks like we don't. Not unless I'm just get that there. Let me do this actually. With that wick, we came into the 50%. What about on ES? Yeah, we came into it, so I think I was joking about the phone. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm weak. How long you been trading? I've been trading for I've been looking at the charts for 3 years, but realistically, I started taking trading really serious last year when I graduated college. But I've been in and out the markets, bro. I really was just gambling my first 2 years, bro. I had no idea what I was really doing for the most part. Maybe the first year and a half. You feel me? Oh. So let's see. So this 60-minute, I'm expecting this as inversion now. So this is an inversion for value gap on the 60-minute. What else? Yeah. So I'll get rid of this. We don't even need that anymore. Midnight open, we didn't come into it just yet. We got this small little volume imbalance right there. I'm watching that there, so I'll make that make that gray. So I like how we wicken it. I like how you see how the bodies, we don't close inside the volume imbalance. I like how we just stay right there. It's cool, man. You had school and all that. Most people never been to college, including myself. So congrats on the elevation, man. Keep the good work. I subscribe. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that a lot. Am I missing something? I feel like, what about here? Let me see if I can find the SMT. So, looking at this, right? You see these candles here? You see this here? This is the order block. This becomes your order block if price closes below it. And this is only an order block because we took out the high here. So we ran these consecutive up close candles, ran out this swing high on the lower time frame, like the 30-second or the 15-second. This is a swing high right here. So we'll have to see what price does. So as you can see, price would have hit my TP. This was the first TP, remember I was telling y'all about? The London highs. We took that, so I would have, if I was in this actual move here, I would have took this. I would have probably took some partials, maybe closed most of my positions, left one running, given the fact that it's Friday, and put the rest to break even like that. So we hit that to the T. And then I would want to see if the rest could ride out to this swing high right here. So we would have to wait and see. So given the fact that, okay, so ES, we never closed above it. So this still might give us a move higher. I feel like ES got a lot of room to go to the upside low key. We got this 5-minute change in the state of delivery right here as well. So, and we got these equal highs right here. We may not get it. We may not get to these during the AM session. Yeah, we had no news. Today's a no news day, so we may not get there, or we may. Don't really know yet. Have to just wait and see. But looking at price, you see it's like decoupling right now. So as ES is going higher, you see NQ is kind of going lower. But let's see, do we tap into this gap? Not yet. We didn't tap into that gap yet. Is that a fair value gap? No. We didn't tap into this gap, right, chat? But like, if we're being honest, you gotta include this small little tiny volume imbalance right there. I'll mark it out real quick. That there, you see that, chat? So you gotta mark out the whole entire gap. So we'll see. We'll just keep it, that's a little advanced right there. We'll just keep it right there. We'll consider this a institutional order flow entry drill. See if they want to take price higher from there. We dig a little bit more into the gap. Just like that, chat, you see. But you see the low hanging fruit objective. Just like that, it hit. Super easy. Not too hard, Target the London high, that's all you need. I ain't been broke in a minute. Really, stop loss could have been under this low, to be honest, too. You don't expect price to, after seeing price trade above, the order block, you don't expect price to trade below it. So your stop loss can be really under this swing low or under the order block low. And you put it under the order block low, look at the RR. Now, this just made this trade a 2 to 3. Think about that. That's pretty decent. ES is still going higher. As you can see, ES is still going higher. Just like that. So I want to see price close bullish above this volume imbalance. Be close bullish above this volume imbalance. I'm expecting speed just like that right there. I'm expecting speed above that, just like that. I want to see speed. You see how we stay in the upper portion of this gap right here, chat? The upper portion is, if I split this gap in half, the upper portion and the lower portions right there. All right. Also, if you don't think price is gonna come take out this high here, right? If you don't think it's gonna get there, you could do this here. You could target. This is a premium wick, so you could have targeted. Let's see, the 0.75 level, and then you got the midpoint, and then you got the 0.25. So there, stuff like that. Look at this price action. So I can guarantee you as of right now, since we're trading back and forth within this volume imbalance, is going to become high resistance. We might get a pretty decent run lower, but and I would have got hit at, then I would have, if I was out of my position. I usually take trades I usually just focus on 2 hours. So if I would have put my stop loss below this order block low, or even let's just say the order block low, I would have been out this trade fully anyway, for the most part. But you see how price price came back into this order block, right? This is the order block right there, right? You see how we wicked it? You see how price is still kind of like playing with this gap? They're holding price within this gap. Let me see, 9:30. Wait, market open at 9:30. So this is the first presentation for value gap here. So I don't know what ES is doing. Okay, so ES is, we can get rid of that. We can, I don't really see anything that's telling me we're gonna go lower right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I don't see anything that's telling me we're gonna go lower. So what we do have here right now is right, we have an S&T in price, so I'm expecting price to be, continue to push higher. You got that, you feel me, this swing low right here, price took it out with this candle, with this wick. On ES, you see we didn't take that out, right? The 1001, 1002. Bro, what was that? So if we're gonna trade higher, I want to see speed above this here, like you had it with this candle here, but that wasn't enough, I guess. So I want to see speed above here if we do get back above it. Just watching and observing, not really trying to predict it, you know. So still hanging around this volume imbalance. If we're gonna continue to like do this, it's gonna become high resistance. And if I was in this trade still, I'll probably just close it. But like I said, stop loss below the swing low or order block low. Target the previous session high, previous session low. If it gives you a 1 to 2, that's pretty much all you need, you know. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minutes, 6 minute, 7 minutes. And let's say we didn't get filled here. 7 minutes. Let's say we didn't get filled. Would have had to wait an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an extra 5 minutes. So 11 minutes in that trade, realistically. I like how we're using this here. So price trades above the volume imbalance. We trade back below it, then we trade above. Price should not. It's high resistance, but price should not. If we close bullish above it right here. So price shouldn't come lower anymore. It shouldn't, but it can do what it wants to do, you know. All right. So remember what I told y'all, TP2 here. So TP1 here, the equal highs, as you can see on the 5 minute, equal highs, relatively equal, I would say. This isn't too far off. We also got this here, right? So you can consider this an inversion. You can use this as well. You know what I mean? And then an extra confirmation, right? We got 1 minute and 30 seconds in this candle. If we close bullish above this, this should send price. This order block here should send price higher. Just like that, right, chat? So the S&T still holding. Yeah, we got a lot of room to the upside, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I was bearish, but you see how I switched my bias extremely quick. I don't marry one bias. I try not to. It just depends on what the market is showing me at the time, you know. So, you know, down here, obviously, I was down here. Obviously, you know, I would be bearish and shit like that. Would want to see price go lower after, you know, we got the inversion here, right? Right. So at first I was bearish, changing the state, inversion, S&T holding up. You can get rid of that, but that was a bearish S&T holding up. And as you can see, price, we have displacement. We inverse this fair value gap, right? We inverse this fair value gap, right? That 5 minute becomes inversion. So, you know, that's an inversion. We got this huge gap right here. And then we have this huge gap right here. So this is balanced. This is the balanced price range. Price should not come back into this. Then we got the macro on our side. And as you can see, TP2 would have got hit. We would have had to wait a little minute, you know. A lot of back and forth action. But stick to the plan, stick to the process. It'll work out every time, you see. Every single time. Can't believe AM. Can't believe AM in trade, but I am watching your live stream with concentration on my trade position. Oh, you took the trade, bro? That's pretty nice. Yeah, bro, just submit to the idea, submit to the trade. Don't gotta close, you know. If you focus on what, you know, price is actually showing you, like observing price instead of trying to predict it, everything will work out. You see how price never really closed inside this bullish fair value gap. We had the tiny little closure there, but as you can see, it wicked it. It was just wicking. We stay in the upper portion. The wicks do the damage. The bodies tell the story. Every time, bro. Every single time. So you see how like price was using this volume imbalance. We traded above, traded back below. We traded above one more time with this candle. Every time I see something like that happen, I don't expect price to. It could be a bullish fair value gap as well, or bearish. It don't have to just be a volume imbalance. But yeah, so my next target, realistically, if I was trading, I would be looking to see if ES can reach up to that, right? Up into that right there. And I would just, if I was in this position, I would be out of most of my position here. But if I had one running or something like that, I would just wait. I would just look at what ES is doing. So if ES takes out this high, I would see what NQ is doing. And if ES is showing signs that it still wants to trade higher, then I would just trail my stops. So if you're in this position, bro, I would continue to trail your stops, bro. So realistically, you have this order block right here. And if you took an entry down here, like I said, I would be out of most of my position. I would trail my stops under this order block low. So my stop would now be here if I was in this position, because I don't expect price to trade below this order block. It can. We have fair value gaps right here. But if price is going to trade inside these fair value gaps for the most part, let me look at the 5 minute. Yeah, see, we have an immediate rebalance. So let me clear some of this up. So we have the order block right here that's holding up on the 5 minute. We'll get rid of the equal highs for right now. What's good, bro? What's good, fam? So I don't expect price to come any lower than what it is now, because we have an immediate rebalance on the 5 minute with this candle. So I don't expect price to trade into this. You know what I mean? We already kind of did enough. These gaps I'm expecting to stay open. So like I said, I'll get rid of that there. Get rid of that there. 5 minute. Remember, this is the 5 minute order block. This is the 1 minute order block right here. My stop would be right here. And I would see if price could hold off into this order block. Hold from this order block and continue to push higher. On ES, we have this here as well. That there, so it looks like we're gonna put in equal highs. So when price closes, I'm expecting, like, I want to see price maybe. Let's see how this 5 minute closes first, and then if we create a pretty decent wick, we can grade this wick if it's like long enough. Pause. So I'm expecting to run higher, just like this, chat, just like this. Like I said, price, I want to see speed above here. We got it with this candle, but you know, it's Friday, no news. Usually I'm expecting like a larger price run. So and then, right, if we grade this fair value gap, right, so we will just make it premium fair value gap, right? You see how price never finished filling in this right here, this section of the gap. We stabbed into it a little bit there, so we'll go like that. We'll just put a middle line. So this portion of this gap here, I'm expecting price to fill this in as well. If ES is going to continue higher, that becomes your volume imbalance. Give me 1 second. So if price doesn't trade into this, that's even more like better for me, because that lets me know that we're extremely bullish. So I'm expecting price to come into this portion, or you can even grade this too as well. So if you don't think price is gonna completely fill this whole entire gap and you're still in this trade, you can grade it like that. You know what I mean? You could take profits here at the 0.25, the midpoint of the gap, of this portion of this gap, or the 0.75 if you think it's going to get higher than that. So we'll see, chat. We will see. What else? And let's say you didn't get this entry right here. Let's say you didn't get this entry right here. You see price, consolidates a little bit. So we got the consolidation. Price can only move 3 ways: consolidation, retracement, expansion. So consolidation, retracement. Your entry could have been here at this order block to the tick. That would have been the sniper entry. Or you could have just placed the entry here inside this 1 minute bullish fair value gap and rode it higher until this high here I talked to you guys about. So yeah, let's see if it wants to continue to rebalance this whole entire fair value gap. You feel me? Okay, so that was hit. Now we're inside this bearish fair value gap there. And I want to see, since it's a small, tiny gap, I want to see price just get through this. I want to see them get through it. I don't want to see them stick around it. It can do it anything it wants, but it's small. So I'd rather than just go ahead and reprice it right away. Reprice this right away. If we could reprice this right away, this becomes the, consider this, yep, just like that. Just like that. I want to see them reprice it just like that. And you see how NQ is just doing this thing right here. So now, if I'm still in this trade, right? If I'm still in this trade, I trailed my stop here. Price never came and took my stop out. So now my stop, after taking out this high here, this swing high, this becomes your order block. You can use the wick high, or you can use the open. I like to use the open. It's more accurate in my opinion. But my stop would be here now. I would probably put it under the order block low. Right, I'll put it under the order block low. If I'm still in this trade, I will put it under the order block low, because if we grade this wick here, right, this 5 minute wick, see how price never came into the 0.5, lets me know that we're extremely bullish. We respect the 0.75, and we continue to just trade higher. So that's how I look at price, So we outside of the macro, so I'm gonna get rid of that. So the macro gave us a pretty solid delivery. You see, we took out the high, my first target. We can decide to call it the midnight open or the London highs, it don't matter. And then we retrace, we hunt this. So we hunt the liquidity here, then we hunt this fair value gap here, we hunt this order block. We still inside the macro at 10:09. 10:10 we close, the macro closes, and we continue to just spool higher. Too easy, right? It ain't easy like this every day though, I'm not gonna lie. And then on on NQ, we got the equal highs right here as well. So this looks like a good drawn liquidity right there. You know what I mean? Looks like a pretty good drawn liquidity. So let's see. So I'm watching this 5 minute here, and I want to see if we get an immediate rebalance with this candle right there. So I want to see what price does. We didn't create a wick yet. You see how we didn't create an upper wick? So I like that a lot. I like how we, because we can consider this manipulation, just like that immediate rebalance. So we should get some type of reaction, some type of quick reaction from there if we're going to continue higher. Because if I'm looking at price, there's no reason for this to come down. It can do whatever it want, like I said, but I'm not expecting this to come down anymore. You see that wick right there? Just like that. Just like that. You got the immediate rebalance, right? And then inside the gap, we have this 1 minute bullish fair value gap. Just like that, chat. You see our price is wicks it and we close out of it. So we got the full rebalancement of this 15 minute bearish fair value gap, like I talked about. Just like that, chat. Just like that. just like that. So like I said, if I were to take this trade, I would be out of most of my position here. At a 2R most likely. 2R would have been here, especially given the fact that it's Friday. 2R. If I still thought it was gonna go higher, like I said, I would have trailed my stop. But just like that, chat, just like that. 15-minute close in 2 minutes. So when this 15-minute candle close here, we'll have to just wait and see. Now, I can get rid of this range here, get rid of that range. I'll go to the 1 hour, go to the 4 hour actually. What I'll do is I'll take this, I'll use this instead. This looks a little bit better. This swing high from this swing low. See, so okay, so now we're in a true premium. You know what I mean? This is a true premium. So if you took a long anywhere in here, that was perfect because you're longing in a discount. You want to be buying in a discount when it's cheap. You feel me? So shit worked out perfectly, low key. Only thing I don't like is that we didn't have an SMT at the lows right there, but we did put in an SMT here, so that's fine. You feel me? So if I didn't take this trade, my trading plan, I like to trade between the time window of 9:50 to 11:30. Now, you know what I mean? That's what I try to focus on. So the SMT holding up. Let's say you didn't catch this 1 minute, you didn't catch the entry down here. You could have caught the entry here, right? You could have taken another entry with this candle right here, right? And your stop loss would have had to be under the order block low, right? So you don't expect price to trade back lower after we had that immediate rebalance here, right? With this candle, we don't expect price to trade back lower. Immediate rebalance, like I said, is here. So if you didn't get the entry here, you could have had an entry with this candle here at 10:14 at, you feel me, at the order block. You see how price taps this order block? This becomes your order block right here, right? So you had one opportunity, two opportunities, and then, yeah, two opportunities to really catch the order block entry at least. Or if you consider this a breaker, a bullish breaker, you know, up to you. Whatever PDA rate you like the most, whatever you comfortable with, you know, taking trades off of. So this would have been enough for me though. Definitely would have been enough for me. Definitely. I wouldn't even care if it gets up there or not, or if it gets to the draw, the original draw, which is here. I would not care. This is enough for me. I would took my profits and called it a day. And yeah, just like that, chat, just like that. So what I'm gonna do, chat, is this is what I do not every day, but when I do take trades and shit like that, I'll just take a screenshot of this. So we'll delete the fake entry, I guess. I like mine small, I'm not gonna lie. Just like that, keep it nice and clean, nice and pristine, you feel me? Nothing too crazy. Balanced price range there. We got the macro on our side. This was the 15-minute bearish fair value gap, right, chat? 15-minute. Just like that, chat. And This is a run on stops right here. So this would be I'm expecting this to be an inversion fair value gap right here. Expecting, don't mean it gotta happen. I'm just expecting it to happen because we're bullish. So I'm not looking for anything that's telling me bearish. I'm looking for anything that can give me like some type of bullish scenario, some type of bullish predicament. I mean, not predicament, but scenario, I guess. So I'm expecting that to be inversion because this is a run. I would consider this a run on stops. People probably gonna take this and probably try to short it, and the short might work out, but I'm not looking at it from a short standpoint. I'm looking at it from a bullish standpoint. So I would consider this a run on stops. We took out the swing low here with this candle. Let me see what ES did. ES, we had an institutional order flow entry drill, right? Just like that. Just like that. And yeah, so who took the trade? Anybody in the chat took any trades? Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Got the sell side here. All right, sell side. You go 10 with the sell side. Just like that. It's all you need right here. It's all you need. Order block. So how I want to do this. Zoom in a little bit. Just like that. We'll download that, and I'll put that in my journal log a little bit later. But that's how I do it, chat. I know I ain't live streamed in a minute. I ain't had, last time I live streamed was, let's see. Three months ago. God damn. That's hellas ago, bro. I'm not pressing the button right now though. Like I said, working back on building my psychology up. I changed my trading plan up about 2 months ago. I changed it up. I started trading the 930 opening range. Started to take a lot of losses. I feel like it made me kind of like impatient, and I started to like not follow my trading plan. Ended up losing like a lot of funded accounts, a lot of live accounts. So now I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm sitting tight. I'm gonna cop a few my funded futures accounts. But I'm not pressing the button right now. I'm just chilling, just observing price, trying to build that, that psychology, that mental capacity back up. You feel me? So making sure I'm not washed or nothing like that. You feel me? Making sure I can still get on here, call out trades, see where price wants to go, shit like that. So like I said, right, inversion fair value gap. Now I'm gonna split this gap in half. If we're bullish, I want to see price stay in the upper portion of this gap. Yeah, it can trade in the lower portion. It's okay, but like it's better if it stays in the upper portion. If the bodies stay in the upper portion. If we don't, then if we trade lower, this would be a reclaimed bearish fair value gap, and they may want to take it lower. So we'll have to wait and see what they want to do with it. But we got an SMT at the highs here. As you can see, SMT at the highs. So they may want to start taking this lower, but we won't know yet until this candle is done and we get up out of this area. So just like that, this is your order block. So this is your proportion block right here. This candle at 1032, that's your proportion block. As you see, price never even closed inside the upper portion of this inversion, like I just talked about. It closed outside of it. You see how we wick it, which is perfectly fine. And yeah, that's how we do it, chat. You feel me? Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. So if I'm still in this trade, which probably somebody probably is, I would look at this wick here. Look at this gap, right? From the 15-minute. I would look at this gap. I would probably just grade it. I would grade the gap. And I would look to see if we can reach into the 0.25. Do we wick from it, or do we displace through it? And now, that's how I would do it. You know what I mean? Because price, even though this does looks like a drawn liquidity, it looks pretty obvious that price will get there. Doesn't mean it has to get there. You know, so. So that SMT failed, so I'm expecting price to trade higher. I like that a lot. So this is your order block right here. 1034, we have an order block. The low of the order block is here, so we'll see if we even touch the low of that order block, which would be your candle at 10:34 a.m. That's your order block right there. So let's see if we get to that low, or if it stays protected. Okay, that's one PD array. Still in the upper portion of it, of that inversion for value gap. This is your 5-minute order block right here. Just like that, chat, just like that. So this was a pretty decent price run, bro. This is all you need. You don't need the whole entire move up here. You know what I mean? You just need some easy to find, easy to call out, get in, get out, you know, just like that. I would have definitely been out the trade by now, but if you took this trade, right, let's just say the best, like I said, my entry would have been here. If you would have took this trade and you would have targeted, let's just say that gap, that's a 62, damn near 63 point push move right there. That's perfect. That's like hella good in my opinion. You feel me? So pretty decent. Like I said, my entry would have been here once we got the closure. Stop loss below the swing low or order block low. We'll just do that. Something like that. We target we can target the full rebalancement of this range here, or we could target, you know, the lower portion of the gap here. So all up to you, depending on how you like to trade, you know. So now I would consider this a reclaimed. We'll have to wait and see, actually, because I just talked about this. You see our price trades above, then we trade back below. And if we trade back above it again, I'm not expecting price to trade any lower than what it has now. So we'll have to wait and see if it gets back above this gap here. But everybody's probably been buying this, chasing it going higher. They probably see this, probably chasing it going higher. And you can make money with this little move right here, don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's probably time for them to come hunt some liquidity. It is 10:40, so around 11 o'clock, they do start to, around 11 o'clock, you can expect some type of retracement in the opposite direction. Short-term retracement doesn't mean it's going to trade lower and come back all the way down here, but it could though. So or they can just use they can come take it back to the midnight open, use that as support, and take it back higher. But like I said, I don't really see them taking it any lower, and it looks like it wants to go lower. But if I'm looking at this whole entire range here, this whole entire move up, this is pretty balanced. We have immediate rebalance here, another immediate rebalance here, another immediate rebalance here. So they may just be hunting some internal range liquidity, which would be here, this low here. We got the gaps here, right? We just include the whole entire gap, I guess. We'll do that. So G projects, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot, my boy. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the stream up though, man. I don't know when the next time I'll stream. I just kind of had like I just felt like I don't know. I just decided to stream. I was bored, just chilling, bro. So I did say I'll start the live streams back up in September, but if I do start trading earlier than September, and I pass my my funded futures accounts, I'll start trading with you guys more, shit like that. Show y'all how I do when I actually trading real funds and shit. W stream, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that a lot. Do you watch Charmaine? I watch him sometimes. He's really good, bro. He's really good. He's extremely good. But he trades a little bit different than me. Like his entry model, he'll take an entry at an inversion. I have to see a change in the state. So let's say, for example, if price traded lower here, right? We trade lower. Let's say this was an inversion fair value gap. He would buy that inversion here. Me, I wouldn't buy that inversion there. I would wait for a closure above the order block. But our model is pretty much the same. Like midnight open, I use the midnight open and 8:30 open, and yeah, you know. Model pretty the same, but our executions are just a little bit different. So I'm not buying or selling an inversion. I'm waiting for that change in the state, which is your order block. So I'm basically buying an order block, or something like that. If I say inversion after the order block or the change in the step delivery, then I'll do it like that. But I have to see the change in the state. Without the change in the state, I don't take the trade. But yeah, I watch him, bro. He's extremely good, bro. Extremely good. I think him and ICT are like the only two people I follow on Twitter, for the most part. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the stream up, man. Let me look at the news for next week. Let me see, news. I don't know if I'm gonna even trade next week for the most part, but if I do, if I cop an account or something like that, if I pass, I'll probably spark up a stream just depending on how I'm feeling. You guys can go click on my playlist and hell yeah, that's great, man. Yeah, he's nice, bro. He's tough. I used to trade. Do good luck on your journey, man. Appreciate you. These are all my attempts of me passing and trading a 50K combine with Top Step, but I'm moving away from Top Step. I'm not trading Top Step anymore. MFF has no activation fees, and it's just, I feel like it's a little bit better for me. Charmaine, yeah, he's clean. Yeah, you are right, bro. He's clean as hell, bro. He's clean as hell. You feel me? He experienced like shit, and he's hella disciplined. So I'm working on getting my discipline to that level. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm not pressing the button, really. You feel me? Trying to get my psychology back to where it used to be. So yeah, what's the company? I'll show you here. So my funded futures. Let's just say I'll just do get funded. Oh, I gotta type in my password and shit. Okay, but this is them right here. This is who I'll be trading with. I'm gonna buy one of these here. I'll probably do a starter account. starter, and then I had a discount code for you. It's one of my homeboys, one of my friends. Somebody I know on Instagram. Let's just say that. You feel me? Use code GK. Just type GK in, capital G, capital K, and it'll bring it down to like $48 or something like that. So you can buy like 1, 2, 3 of those, and then you can only copy trade 3 of these max though. So I'm gonna grab and there's no activation fee. So like I said, I'll probably grab 2 of those, pass those in like 2, 3 days, or I may just do one at a time. If you guys want me to trade them live, if y'all want me to trade my combines live and see how I actually trade in these videos here, I'll do that. Just let me know. It just depends, you feel me, how I'm feeling, what y'all want, to be honest, too, as well. So, but this is my trading journey update. I posted this video a day ago. So this is the failed combine attempt. Do it. All right, bet. Did you trade today? No, I didn't trade today. I just caught out a few trades. A few trades I would have took if I would have, pressed the button, how I trade my model. And pretty much it. All right, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do one. So, for example, this might seem a little crazy, but I'll click the video and show you how I trade my combines.
Same old phone.
I trade my combines pretty aggressive, because I don't care about losing the combine. I try to pass it in 2, 3 trades, bro. I don't sit there and try to take 30 days and try to pass it. When I first was trading my first ever, combine or evaluation, I used the whole entire 30 days. I had to take the rebuild, but I have my model. I know it works now. I have conviction with it. So if I lose or fail, if I win or fail, don't really affect me like that. But let me show you how I do it. So you see how I go in with 5 contracts and I think price is going to get to my stop loss. You see how much I'm risking? I go full size in. And I let it do what it do. But my stop loss was hit here. My stop loss was hit, then eventually my TP was hit. So I was like, damn, I should have been a little bit more patient on this one. But that's why we journal our trades, and that's why that's how we improve to be better for the next day. So I don't care about how much I'm risking for the most part. I just try to pass it. Show you an example of a winning trade. So you see how, right? Show you how I trade them. If you guys want me to trade like this live, when I'm trading my eval, just let me know. So go back really quick. I know a lot of people look at this and be like, "Oh, this is crazy," but I want to just show you the execution.
Order filled.
So I took the execution, right? I go in with 1 contract. I go in with 1 contract. I put a draw liquidity out. I put my draw on my TP, and watch this.
Order filled.
Bam. That's 5. So I'm in 6. Right? Waiting for more confirmation.
Order filled.
Then I go in with more. You see, now I'm in 11.
Order filled.
Now I'm in 30.
Order filled. Rejected.
See, that's how I do it. And then I let it hit TP, either hit stop loss or TP. I'm also trailing my stop too. I'm just not letting it come back. If I'm in profit or something like that, sometimes I'll take it, sometimes I won't. It just depends on how I'm feeling, how the market, moving. Let me show you. Just like that. See? Here, and then maybe one more at the time, maybe two more times after this. So I want to see this PD array being used once or twice, 3 times at max or minimum. full rebalancement of that range there. So I ended up closing this position though. I believe, yeah. Down close. So my target is 1495. So this was the attempt from 8 days ago, day 1, and then day 2. So I think this is like my second. Was this my second time? I don't think I. How many times did I do this? I don't know. I think I had like a total of like four express accounts or 5 express accounts. Can't really remember. At least take out those highs there. We'll just do this high here. So I ended up closing that trade for about 770, but my TP was eventually hit, so I just got to be a little more patient. And then I took one more trade here. Took one more trade there, just like that.
Order filled.
I go on about what I had 30 contracts in on this. All right. I think I'll buy more here at this consequent encroachment right here. I think I'll buy more right there.
Order filled.
Yep, I bought one right there. That's what? Consequent encroachment of this gap here. 626. Looking at. And then watch this. Give it a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. They didn't feel me?
Order filled.
That's exactly how. All right, there we go. If y'all want me to trade like that, and watch me trade past these MFF accounts like that, just let me know. Like I said, I'll try my best to help y'all pass them as well. So if y'all are on the challenge, but like I said, I don't care about losing those, so that would be the risk, That's just the risk I take, and that would be the risk you guys take if you guys did want to see something like that happen. I know that's crazy. I know. But think about that. I've done that numerous of times. So I'm pretty confident in calling them shit talks and shit like that. So pretty decent like that. But this is my first. I think this is my second failed attempt. I think. Can't really remember my first or second. I don't really remember, but yeah, market is reversing like I said around 11 o'clock. So we can say 10:40 is around 11 o'clock. Around 11 o'clock they start to have a retracement if we've been trading higher for that first part of that morning session. So did you trade today? 30-second inversion after 1 hour OB hit, made 500 on that. That's tough, bro. You said 1 hour order block. 1 hour order block. Oh, let me go to NQ. The 1 hour order block. Oh, here. So that's how I do it, chat. That's how I do it. I'm gonna give it y'all boys later, man. If you're new to the stream, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe. Like I said, I'll cop a few accounts. Probably trade them in front of y'all, pass them. If I don't, I'll upload the live footage for sure. Like for sure, I'll upload that. And then when I actually get into actually trading my funded accounts, I'll start trading live again for sure. Y'all got my word on that. So that's how we gonna do it. I'm out of here, man.